you just don't do it because it's like, oh, it didn't work? Like,
well, then I ask him, okay, so it's whatever. Let's say it was 50%. Let's say the divorce rate in the country was 50%.
Sure.
First time marriage, whatever. Are you, as a man, you're a smart guy, are you better at vetting a partner than, think of all the morons in the country. Are you better at vetting a partner, a life partner, than most other people? I look at you and I'd say, yeah, probably. Just because to her point, just because it's national average 50 does not mean you are 50. There's a lot of dumb people in the country that are reckless, impulsive. They go to Vegas, they get married. It's a fact. You're not a dumb guy.
yeah, why
I agree.
Flattery is not going to get me married, but yeah.
Listen, you have a lot of women here that you could get married. Think, you could start a relationship and you could get married and be happy today, right now. Maybe you're looking at your future wife at this moment.
I highly doubt that.
It could happen.
I highly doubt. Well, there's like 4 of the girls here are in relationship. No.
You need a traditional girl.
You see Kiki over there? That's my wife.
Do you want to have
I've
kids?
not slept with her, but
Aww.
Do you want to have kids?
So sad.
yes, but
See,
Has to be the right
Do you
person.
want a baby mama?
a baby mama, like
You don't want a wife?
like she's. I mean, you're putting like a label on it. Isn't baby mama reserved for like you're not involved with her?
No,
Well, I mean, it's not your wife.
but it's your mama.
Hold on just a sec, guys.
Bats_X donated $199. Bricks and great job
Thank you,
controlling
man.
the
Thank
show
you.
today. If adult
Am I?
content became outlawed in the US tomorrow, how would any have survived besides being a parasite with a V? The lifestyle you perpetuate is toxic and just overall terrible for young women.
bro.
Send the deluge.
You sound like you're very full of hate.
The deluge. Is that the deluge? I don't know. Victor, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I don't know if I've controlled it that as well as I would have liked, but thank you, man. Do you guys have a response to Victor? He's talking mad shit about you guys.
Why would it be outlawed tomorrow? You have some weird,
I'd probably be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
some weird hatred going on.
Yeah, that's very intense feelings. But like, we like that you're feeling things about us. We like any energy directed at us. We love attention. So
Do you guys think that pornographic content is good for society or bad for society?
I think it's a double-edged sword. Like, either like they're getting out their urges through porn and someone who's consenting, or it's encouraging like up urges. It's a double-edged sword.
yeah.
I would be kind of up though if there's like an apocalypse, because like I have a podcast. I feel like that's not going to be like top tier survival skills, you know.
You need to make a homestead and build a bunker. That's the dream.
I'm down. I'm f***ing gonna do it.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it together.
When can we be like a? I used to be in, I don't know if, well, like a survival group.
Same.
Like when shit hits the fan,
yeah.
when shit hits the fan, you need like, okay, we're gonna meet here, we're gonna do this, boom, boom, boom. Here's the plan. But you're in Arizona. No. You're in,
I'm in
Washington. Excuse me. Yeah.
We are so like we're both sitting here wearing flannel talking about doomsday prepping. This is the
Let's
most
fucking go,
stereotypical
dude.
thing in the world.
I need a flannel like aviator hat or something. Have you seen The Last of Us on HBO?
No, I haven't.
There's
No.
like one of the episodes. There's a like guy who prepped before the zombie apocalypse. He ends up being gay. So
All right.
yeah, okay.
Then what happened?
And then they survive.
Nice.
They grow old and they die
That's good.
as a gay couple in the zombie apocalypse.
You got a boyfriend in the zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the whatever that was. Where was it? Victor. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. We were talking about marriage. You were asking me what? I'm trying to remember the stats.
Yeah, we got the stats out of the way. Oh yeah. Do you want kids?
Oh, kids. Yeah, I think that's where we left off. Is that for us? That'd be interesting. I don't think so. Sorry, guys. There's like a siren outside. Yeah, I do want kids, but I'm like a little slightly on the fence. But yeah, I do want kids.
Would you have kids whilst unmarried?
Yes.
You absolutely would.
Sure.
Okay. Do you think that that would negatively impact the kids in any way?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean,
I guess what changes?
I think having that foundational lifelong oath with your partner, knowing that you will not break that, right? Swearing that oath is a very, very big piece of the relationship. Knowing that failure is not an option.
But it is, because people get divorced all the time.
Not to you, can't be.
Huh?
I'm saying for you, failure cannot be an option. If you want to be a good parent, failure cannot be an option. You need to not let that marriage
but I mean
fail.
But I mean, people get divorced and it's not in your control.
I think what is happening right now in society, I think a lot of people are getting married a little bit too flippantly. I think there's not enough emphasis on finding and vetting that proper partner. And as a result, people are marrying too recklessly and they're marrying bad partners. And also, I think it's easy to point the finger at, modern women and say you're not living up to your, traditional feminine role. Men are down bad too. How many men are truly traditional and good partners? I look at men, I see a bunch of fat porn addicted addicts. They're addicted to alcohol, drug. They're like, men are down bad also. How can you blame, I'm gonna simp for a minute. How can you blame these women for transgressing from traditional femininity when so many of their potential suitors, these men, are absolute losers? They're fat, they're addicted, they're jerking off to hardcore pornography all day.
Yeah.
If you think the role of a man, a traditional man, is to lead and set the pace and build society and maintain what it is, we have failed. Men have failed. Men have failed. Men are down bad, and as such, the women have changed also.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
first it's a failure of men, and so I think we need to fix that, and I think that starts with men. It starts with the patriarchs. If you think that women are so propagandized by liberal college professors and our modern society, then you've accepted the premise that propaganda can work and that their minds can be distorted. Then propagandize them back. Then fix them. As the man, then fix them. Then help them. But first, I think you need to fix yourself. And I'm not talking to you specifically, but I'm talking men in general. Men need to fix themselves as well. The problem is not just solely women.
Yeah, you're so
Right. Exactly.
Agreed.
I mean, I think both people have responsibility. Both men and women have responsibility in this. And idealistically, yes, I think there ought to be a return to tradition, or a return to modesty. But I feel like the cat is kind of out of the bag. I don't think we're going back.
Let me tell you something.
So because I don't think we can have a return to tradition, I think
Bats_X donated $199. Meth head mama girl. You only like attention and energy from simps. Because the energy you got from actual men made you cry in the bathroom for the last 20 minutes. Weak men have allowed this behavior too long and will create hard times, thus the cycle goes on.
you have a response to Victor.
I wasn't listening.
What?
I tuned it out.
Sorry, Victor, she tuned it out. Here, I'll repeat it though. He says, meth head mama girl, you only like attention and energy from simps. No response.
No comment.
Okay, sorry, Victor, no comment. Okay, so bringing it back to the discussion on marriage, the cat's out of the bag. So because of that, because women move differently, men have to adapt. I don't think men have changed all that much.
I think men have
changed.
deteriorated quite a bit. I think men have facilitated the change in women as well.
I'm not saying men haven't changed, but okay, you have the sexual revolution in the 1960s. You have hormonal birth control. Okay, so you have the sexual revolution, and look, women. I believe that women control access to sex.
No doubt.
So if we want to see a return to traditional values, since women are the gatekeepers of sex, they determine when sex happens. So if the threshold is marriage, and then I'll have sex with you, that would be the threshold. men have always been like trying to sleep with women. Now, you could argue like, okay, well, in like strict Christian societies, chastity has been valued in both men and women, but
let me float an idea. There's a very cool book. It's called Men Amongst the Ruins, and the sort of key principle is if society is irredeemably messed up right now, if things need to get way worse before they get better, if society is destined to crumble and crumble down and become a rubble, ruinous rubble, would you not want to be one of those beacons of traditional masculinity standing amongst those ruins to help fix society after it's crumbled with you and